fights this week? Oh man, we gotta have some fights.
Welcome to the cage match. Can you hear me now? All right, here we go.
You might be a little loud, but I can hear you.
That's rude because I can't hear myself, and that's the most important thing I need to hear is myself. Anyways, I'm just joking.
Maniac.
Welcome to the cage match. Here we are. Hey, and we got another subscriber. I just read that. Welcome to the cage match. I am the Oakland Raider Savage, and here with me is Asylum. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I got a question for you, though.
Yes.
Did preseason count for taking out quarterbacks?
Well, I mean, back in the old days, preseason, regular season, if you got helmets on and pads on, you're out in the field playing somebody else, anything can happen.
Because we're 1-for-1 right now. JJ McCarthy's out for the season. Well, the meniscus tear.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming, I'm going to say the Raiders take credit for it, and we're 1-for-1 for taking out quarterbacks. Is that going to be the sign of our season?
Well, I mean, you put a rookie out there. You had him out there for a long time. That's why I got nervous when I saw our starters out there. I was like, okay. I mean, I knew AP was talking about it. I didn't know he was going to actually be about it, but I guess that's the new Raider.
Hold on. When AP says he's going to do something, he's going to fucking do it. I'm doing smoke and mirrors. No, the starters are going to play a quarter. They play a fucking quarter.
Yeah, and they were getting at it too. I mean, I know we had some coverage issues here and there and some run issues here and there, but it's like
the defense was a little vanilla. Unfortunately, JJ McCarthy was a little right. It was a little vanilla. I don't think we were putting out our best defensive, I don't want to say effort, but schemes and everything. I don't think they wanted to give anything away and start showing, that they start showing what they're putting out there so people can start figuring out, reads and everything. So I think it was a little vanilla just because it was preseason. But there was some things I think could have been needs to be worked on, no fix, shit like that. But we'll get more into that later in the show.
Well, we had our first action. We had some preseason action, some Raider football, and I know it's not the same, and everyone's all but we lost.
Raider football is back.
Raider football is back, and everyone's like, well, we lost the game. They should have did this and they should have did that, but it's preseason. It's preseason.
They didn't watch last week's show. to show them what they should be looking for during these games instead of just looking at the score.
Yeah.
Hi, Anthony.
And shouts out to my godmother. Her and Noelle are over there at the live practice right now. And if I had that hookup, because they start at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, that is 8 o'clock your time in the Central. We probably could have seen if she can have it live, but I don't have that technology, and I don't think she has that patience. So, anyways, welcome to the show. And before we go further, let's go.
You gotta understand that that's if they allow cameras and everything. I've been to training camp in certain times they don't allow cameras
unless they take the devices away from you. Someone's gonna sneak something, Kate. That's just how it is. They got glasses now that has cameras, and you can go and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just here," Bluetoothing it, video and everything. So, okay, new technology, right? I just watched a video on YouTube the other day. One of the guys from MythBusters, they invented. Yes. My Uncle Savage. They had a little pill that you can swallow, and it can go inside and check your insides. And all I kept thinking about was, but how did they get the camera back?
Oh, there's only one way to get it back.
There's only one way to get it back, and I wonder.
I'm sure that camera they don't want back. It's one of those. It's a one and done. Once it goes through everything, they're kind of like, we're good.
Or we just soak it in alcohol for like a day, and then we try it again. All right.
I want the first pill. I don't want any reused pills. I tell you that much.
It's like the new Matrix. Do you want the blue pill? Do you want the red pill? Depends. Where were they at first? Because I'll take neither and take my chances with whatever computer world we live in now. All right. Anyways, we just went off squirrel. Okay. So, okay. Let's go into our favorite segment, shameless plug.
All right, go to YouTube, the Cage Match Show. Go ahead, like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, share, which is not up on there. We need to add that share, and hit that bell so you know every time that we drop a new video. If for some reason you don't catch it on there at first, you can catch us on the Oakland Raiders Savage Facebook page or Asylum's Facebook page. But once you catch us and get it started, go back to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
And watch us on there because it's a lot better and we can interact with you in the comments a lot better. Then after that, after the show is all done, go ahead and go to WGG and go ahead and check them out. Get your order going. When you're ready to check out, put in the discount code, put Cage Match, one word, to get 10% off your whole order.
And when you think of wins, you think of dubs. And when you think of dubs, think of Dubby. Get that energy like Max Crosby. Preseasons don't count, but if we do win a game in preseason, make sure you go to Dubby. 10% off your order, like Asylum said. Discount code Cage Match, one word. And also, shout out to the compa, Fabian. Go to his page at www.rn4lifer for those who are listening.com, for only listening, not watching, but only listening. RaiderNationForLifer.com. Go there and get yourself some shirts, some button-ups. They got hats. And if you want to see a hat, this is mine right here. And like I always say, I only get my hats from Fabian himself. Go to RaiderNationForLifer.com and check out that merch. It's great merch. He helped make us our stuff, which I don't have. Oh, here I do. I got them right here. See? Got this right here, which we're going to send out to some of the viewers. Yeah. We got to still send them out to Anna and Rick in Hawaii. And where's my koozie at? We should be ready for these shows, and I don't know. Here it is. Koozie. Oh, wait, that's the wrong koozie. Okay, well, my koozie is not being seen right now. So,
apparently you're expecting 45,000 people at the practice today. Wow.
Maybe that's where all the viewers are at. They're at the practice.
That's almost a full stadium.
And I told my auntie, I said, "Do you have any stickers?" And she goes, "No." And I'm all like, you had one job.
You only had one job.
One job, and you don't have any stickers. Sad life. Can you still hear me? Am I too loud?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm just trying to see because my headphones are weird. But anyways, okay, we're getting off a tangent.
Car keys out your ear, and maybe you could hear.
Yeah, but, Q-tips don't work anymore.
No, you're not supposed. Yeah, that pushes it down, and then now you got to squirt it and all that other bullshit. Yeah, I know.
You got to get a toothpick, a toothpick, and one of those suction things they use with the dentist. That's what you got to do.
Apparently, Elise made the thing, but needs to make another because it broke.
Alicia made the thing.
You want her to use it.
Well,
I have faith in Elise.
Alicia can make. She's very crafty, so I have faith also. But also, let's keep going. Let's keep on going. Also, shouts out to RaiderMan19.com, the Raiderman from Richmond podcast. Whatever. Because I told her too, so where's your stickers at? She goes, I don't have any. Because you didn't give me none. I'm thinking like you could have took some. But it is what it is. She said, well, come over here and make some t-shirts then. So I guess I got to go over there and make some t-shirts. So that is the deal. RaiderMan19.com, the Raiderman from Richmond podcast. That'll be coming up soon. Shouts out to Raiderman. He is also a big part of the show. We will have him on here soon. But remember, and it's coming up, and I don't know, hopefully we can, at least one game this season, get him to the torch. Hopefully the opening day. We're trying to get him to the torch to do the Raider Oath. You hear it all the time at the end of our intro video. I am a Raider fan. So we're trying to do that somehow, some way. If anybody has connections to Mark Davis, please help us out and get him over there to the torch, because him bringing that old Oakland flavor to the new Las Vegas. I didn't know anything that runs with flavor. I was trying to go off the top of my head, but it's a new area. And with AP coming in, bringing that Raider way, or the old schoolers say, the Raider mystique, that'll go together, and that'll fire up the crowd, because I am a Raider fan. All right, now let's go through what we're going to go through. Now, we're still in the off season, so remember, we're going to try to do everything we can to give you all the kind of insights and everything from the tailgates from the off season. Opening practices today, and my auntie, who we keep popping up, is up there. Oh, I guess my mic is too loud, huh? Whatever. How about now? Is that better?
That's better.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, guys. Just I rearranged on my desk, and I'm trying to get everything back in order. It's kind of hard doing mic checks, so whatever.
It keeps going up and down. I don't know. I don't know if it's because you moved away from the mic or what, but It's
because I can't hear me. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I know what I did wrong.
Turn your hearing aid up.
Turn my hearing aid up. Anyways, turn my hearing aid up. Just the disrespect over here. Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I loud?
No.
All right. Whatever. Okay. Open practice for fans starts today, and my auntie is over there right now, Lucky. So she said, I'll send you pictures. So, all right, I'll take pictures, whatever. And then, of course, we have the Dallas game coming up. Huh?
I said, I'll take some autographs.
Something. Come on, man. Give us something. Come on, man. Preseason week 2, this Saturday. No, I'm sorry. This Saturday, at home versus Dallas at 7 p.m. a night game for those over there that's gonna watch it live. A night game, 7 p.m. That's 9 o'clock your time. Asylum. How do you feel about that?
That fucking sucks. But that's okay. I'll deal with it. When you got to work and shit like that's happening, you just deal with it. It's not the first time we've had to deal with that kind of bullshit. Yeah. At least it's a Saturday and not like a Sunday at that time. And there's, you really have to go to work on that Monday because, jobs get pissed off if you don't show up on a Monday. They think you party too hard.
Jobs get upset if you don't show up that Monday. Anyways, you got a day to recover, okay? Sunday football That's when it gets interesting.
Sometimes I work both days on the weekend, so I don't know. We'll see how this Saturday goes.
Yeah, they force you to work because you're in that asylum. That's why.
Yeah, we're making license plates and shit, you know.
License plates and pill bottles. Speaking of pill bottles, they have a pill that can go inside. Okay. Also, coming up, week 3, August 23rd, that's a Friday, against the Niners, the Cupertino Great America Niners, for those in the Bay Area who knows what that means. That's another 7 p.m. game. So we have 2 primetime. See, there you go. There's our primetime games that we've been asking for. It's right there in the preseason where it doesn't matter. And, of course, on the 27th, that is when they cut all 90 players down to 53. When back in the day, they would do it like in waves. Now it's just one big, you're all done, 40 players or 37 players, you're all done. So that's how that works. And, and then...
That's the new Black Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah. And we will be covered. We can't wait till the season starts. First game of the season will be at the Chargers. So...
Now their starting quarterback.
I know, because he got that 1 foot thing that didn't Tyree Wilson have that?
Yes, he did.
He had a plantar's Frenchiitis, whatever you said.
Plantar's Frenchiitis.
Yes. Whatever Tescadella or whatever.
Plantar's fasciitis.
Pinky Tescadero-itis, yeah, you know. For those Happy Day fans, you know. All right, so let's go into our training camp transactions. The Raiders signed quarterback Nathan Peterman. Remember that guy? The Peterman. I mean, like
it's not Peter from Deadpool. Just so people know.
I was gonna say. Deadpool and Joe My Peter. They signed Nathan Peterman to the practice squad, but to the roster, and they waived injured wide receiver Keelan Doss. So,
you think that had anything to do with the play of Anthony Brown?
I mean, that second half of the game, it was a tale of 2 halves. Okay, let's just say that much. Tale of 2 halves. A tale of 2 halves. I don't know how to but here's Nathan Peterman. This guy right here, Nathan Peterman, the legend. Is that what they call him? The legend? Nathan Peterman started.
I saw on my Facebook somebody called him, the legendary signing or some shit. Yeah.
The legendary Peterman. He started off with the Bills. He looked like a decent quarterback then, but then something happened, and
I thought he threw like 5 interceptions though.
That's probably what happened. And now, second stint with the Raiders, and here we are. So, Nathan Peterman, he is now on the Raiders roster, which, I'm not trying to speculate, or this is not a clickbait type of thing, but it's weird, it's funny how a Nate Peterman, who's not really a mobile guy, is signed on to the roster. And, I was saying to you earlier, you would think that Getsy does have a say-so on what quarterbacks he feels is right for his offense. Not saying anything, but Peterman being more of a stay back there and scope the field. Passer? A pocket passer is what they call him.
A PP.
I don't know. Not speculating, not saying nothing, just trying to connect the dots here. Conspiracy. No, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do the aluminum foil hats. It's only for when the NFL, tries to do something to us. Because we're talking amongst family right now, okay? We're not saying anything negative to the establishment. But anyways, let's go into...
Get that email just recently.
Oh, look at... A what? A pocket passer, K. Homer. A pocket passer. Shout out to Raider Homer. It's always nice to see Homer up here. What? Oh, wait, is it? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Homer. I'm used to you responding through Section 105 Network. Make sure you go to Section 105 Network and subscribe. Sideline to sideline. They came out with a new episode. So they did the reaction show to last week's game or this past game. So make sure you go check that out. So all right then, let's go and talk about this preseason game. Before we go to the highlights, let's put the score up. 23-24. The Raiders had a lead going into halftime, 20-3. And do you have those highlights up right now? You have those highlights, the halftime highlights?
Yeah.
What up? Yo, I'll get bro. All right, so here's the only part you really got to watch. Okay, the starters are going in. This is the first half of the game. We started off on defense, so you see our starters right there. Remember, okay, we got new numbers now, okay? Merrick is now number 7. Man, I think that's it, right? Who else changed their number on defense? That's it?
I believe that's it.
Everybody else is on offense, so.
Everybody else, yeah.
All right, first action of O'Connell with the number 12. Going out to Jacoby Myers for a little high pitch and catch. Goal line situation, sacked in the red zone. Andres Pete didn't have the greatest of games, but, resulted in a field goal. Yeah, there's the field goal right there. And anything...
It's funny, though, because Carlson was cut from the Vikings when he went 1-4 at first for field goals and then missed 3 field goals in the Packers game. He was cut. Then a couple months later, we picked him up, and all of a sudden he became a good kicker.
Yes. It's like the Spider-Verse, only in the NFL version. We got him on the Raiders. All right, you saw right there Jack Jones being Jack Jones, jacking that ball from the air, from the sky. We call him the Chupacabra.
Because he's going to kill.
He's going to kill some goats, if you know what I mean. We get the ball back on an interception. Minshew's back in the game. And Trey Tucker got some action, too.
Yeah, Trey Tucker. With both quarterbacks in, I'm going to say the offense looked good. I mean, obviously, we went into halftime 20-7. And that's how you want to go into halftime, getting the ball back.
And right there, sorry, I remember if you watch the debate, Homer was all like, and I go and face the danger, and I go and throw a pass. That was right there. Minshew face danger.
All right. O'Connell did too. O'Connell fucking threw a hell of a ball while taking a hit from his blind side. Minshew saw that one coming.
Yeah. But that was an impressive play because but on Minshew's part, it is sling that out there. We're going to go deeper into the quarterbacks later in the show. But right there, Trey Tucker.
The receiver there a little bit better. He could have scored a touchdown right there. But, we won't go into that one.
Well, I was going to say, shouts out, John Leon. Thank you for watching. All right. And right there, new number for Zamir White. Number 3, falling into the end zone.
Actually, all of our running backs have new numbers because Matson is new to the team, so he has a number, and even Abdullah has changed his number.
Yes, Abdullah is
the old running back's number.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah, he's number 8. Yeah,
he's trying to bring positivity back to that number.
Positivity. It's kind of like when O'Connell got that number 4. People are like, what's going on? So.
Yeah, but O'Connell had no choice in that one. Unfortunately, I think Abdullah had choice in his number.
He was like, I got you, bro. Shouts out to number 8. All right. Well, people wanted a number 8 in the backfield. It's not Aaron Rodgers. It is Abdullah. All right.
I don't know if I want Aaron Rodgers fucking in the backfield.
Well, of course, we got to start off with the quarterback because that is the big story, I guess, we're watching. There's the quarterbacks. Now, remember, O'Connell, so the situation was O'Connell was going to play the first quarter and Minshew was going to play the second quarter because O'Connell had a offense-controlled, a clock-controlled offense going down the field. He basically ate up the whole first quarter and he only had one drive compared to Minshew, who got down the field.
And you have to give it to him. It was a hell of a drive. He started on the 4-yard line and took us all the way down to the 3-yard line into the red zone. I mean, that's that's the whole fucking field right there.
Yes, but Minshew did have 4 drives. The last one don't count because that was at the end, with like a few seconds left when I got the ball back. The end of before halftime, but Gardner Minshew got the offense down the field pretty quickly in those 2 drives. The last one resulting in a field goal, his last drive. But let's check out O'Connell's first series. Solemn, roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's beautiful. Like I said, look, start. That was after the run to get the ball off the goal line and everything. But you see O'Connell here. I mean, he's spreading it out. He's doing what's asked. I mean, that was a good, call it deep ball, whatever you want to call it. He's just sitting there picking apart the defense, which you expect out of a West Coast offense right there, and just moving the ball, moving the chains.
You see him, moving around in the pocket too. He's not just standing there.
He steps up. He steps to the side. We'll get more onto that sack. I think there's more to that sack than just. It's not all on O'Connell, but you got to put a little bit on O'Connell. I'm not going to try to take away. That was just a bad play call right there. He couldn't get away. That was Wilkerson. Not looking good for the start of his second season with the team. But he hit Bowers, he hit Mayer, he hit Jacoby.
Jacoby right there.
March down the field. See right there, he's moving in the pocket. He's feeling the pocket a little bit more. He's feeling a little bit more of the pressure and everything. They did have O'Connell throwing the ball a hell of a lot more than they did with Minshew. Granted, Minshew had the 4 drives, so he had more opportunities for running the ball. But with a couple of plays that helped Minshew, he had great field position. So, the fact of just marching down the field, I'm not even going to say he marched down the field like, this is what you want to see.
They're on to us.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Anyways, well, that's why you catch us on Facebook. We'll be back on YouTube. But, it was good. I like seeing him march down the field like he did. Right there was that hit I was talking about. He threw the ball while getting hit. And then, of course, here this was a play. That play there, it was supposed to be a rub, but the defense read it and switched and stopped Trey from getting to where he needed to be able to catch that ball. Normally, I think we would have been running here, but they wanted to see whatever it was that they wanted to see out of O'Connell. That sack there, you're going to see what this happened with a lot of different other coaches and everything, but we're going to have 2 receivers in the same spot. I mean, he had nowhere to go, but I will put it on O'Connell about feeling maybe stepping up instead of stepping, like he was trying to do. Could have made the difference, but in the end, it was a blown up play by our own team, and that's what led to the sack and going. So I put very little on O'Connell. I put some on O'Connell, but mostly I put that on the 2 receivers out there who were standing in the same spot. That play was supposed to go to that side. He was only looking to that side, and it wasn't there. Should have been a touchdown, but it is what it is. We got points.
And for those who are still watching on Facebook, stay on Facebook because YouTube has been on us for little things. Let me say something about YouTube real quick, okay? I don't even care if we're broadcasting on him. The stream will come back on. I'm watching the stream right now. It's still unavailable. But I be watching. Let me talk very more proper. I will watch other videos where they do highlights and stuff. And we have the volume, the sound muted for us to talk over because we're doing educational. We're talking Raider stuff. So why is it that everybody else can go and have it up, but we can't? So the stream is still out right now on YouTube. I don't know if you can. Well, probably not because the stream unavailable. But stay on Facebook. Thank you very much. Devon, shouts out to Devon Johnson. Make sure you go to his YouTube. I subscribe to it. It's Coach D. It's Coach D. Put it up there one more. Wait, do I have it up here? Do I have it over here? Do I have it? I don't. No. I don't have it. I don't have it on the thing. I don't have it on the banners, but I did shout it out in one of the other episodes recently that he was on. We're still unavailable on YouTube Live. Catch us on the replay. Here we go. Here we go. Chalk Talk with Coach D. Go to his YouTube channel.
That's close enough to Chalk Rock out here in Kansas for the goddamn KU team.
I'm going to put that as a banner. I'm going to put that as a banner. Subscribe. Subscribe.
Wow, they're keeping us locked off for a minute. They don't like us.
To Chalk Talk. Da, 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 da. Oh, we're back. We're back on YouTube. Thank you very much. And now everyone on YouTube can see us. Now, okay, everyone on YouTube, I know we keep saying go on YouTube. If you're on YouTube for the first time, subscribe and everything. Do that right now. Then jump to Facebook because, that's the only way you're going to watch us live. Chalk Talk with Coach D.
Hopefully, it'll come back. Things will go, It's just one of those things where YouTube wants to mess with us. The NFL's trying to get involved. We're back going across to Goodell's desk again. It's not the first time for us.
Yes.
We've done it before. We'll do it again.
We're back. All right, so make sure you subscribe to Chalk Talk with Coach D. Devon Johnson, Devon Johnson was one of our very first surprise guests. Popped up onto the feed and gave us a shout out saying that we're a pretty good show. So when Devon comes on, we shout him out. Go to his channel.
Alicia reports for tracking purposes. So she pay attention to her in the comments. She'll tell you which way to go. YouTube or Facebook, and you'll be able to catch us all the way.
Yes. So thank you. They want to track us. We track them. That sounds like no fall. Okay. All right, so get ready, everybody. Switch over to YouTube because we got more. I'm sorry. Switch over to Facebook because we got more highlights. Now, if you're watching this on a replay,
got to go back and forth. It has to go back and forth.
Yeah. If you're gonna be on the replay, then that means that we won Al Davis style in the courthouse of the basement. Because that's where all YouTube videos are made in basements. So that's what we do. We're like Al Davis. We fight for our right to show you some highlights. See what I did there? See what I did there? See what I did there? See what I do? That's what I do up in here. Okay. You gotta fight for your right to highlight. Okay. Let's go. Oh, they shut you down. They froze you now. Are you back? Okay. Say that again. How many people? What?
How many people know that song and that band?
I don't know, but didn't they all go to Raider games? They were dressed like them. Kiss, right? It was Kiss, right? Please tell me it was Kiss.
No.
It wasn't Kiss. It was Beastie Boys.
It was Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Okay, I got mixed up with the other song. Anyways, it was Beastie Boys. I had it right. Okay, whatever. I should have phoned a friend. We don't. Okay, first time it's preseason. Second time it's real life. Okay, let's go into some Minshew highlights. Now we said Minshew had 4 drives. We have the 3 main ones. So here we go. Get ready, YouTube. Get ready to shut us down. Here we go. Minshew for the ball to Tucker.
I'm going to give him that. That was a good throw over the linebacker. In between two, that was a good throw. I'll give him that. That was a hell of a throw to go there. That shows his experience right there. This play here, and you're going to notice this throughout the highlights. You'll get a good play and then a bad play, or a bad play then a good play. That could have been a pick by throwing behind like he did. Not to mention he could have got the receiver hurt. This was a good run. This was a good scramble for him. First down, goes out of bounds, doesn't take an unnecessary hit. I'll give him that. That was great scrambling right there.
Okay, we're going to freeze it. Watch. Now we freeze, and we stream available on YouTube. So you saw right there where he was covered, and he saw the opening lane to run, so which is a good awareness.
Yeah, he saw the hole and went dead again. We're dead again. But that was a good touchdown. That was a good throw. Led the receiver, put it where only the receiver was going to get it. That was a good drive there. With what was it? Just the one mistake we could say.
Yeah.
On this drive was good. Put 7 points up. Liked what I saw there on that drive. I mean, you see it again. I mean, there was possibility of 3 people trying to cover DJ Turner there, and all of them missed, and he put it right where it needed to be. I mean, right, bam, yeah, baited him, bam, right there, put it in his hands, easy 6 points. That was kind of a lead. He kind of had to stretch out, but he let his receiver put it only where he could catch it. And, that's what we want to see. That's, if Minshew wins the job, that's the kind of drive I want to see him putting together consistently. Unfortunately,
yes.
We saw too many, and we'll go more into it with other things. We saw too much. You had a good play and a bad play, or you'd have a bad play, and then he had to make up for it with another play. And he needs to cut out those bad reads, those bad plays, those bad throws, and be a little bit more consistent, I think is the word I'm looking for.
Consistency, yes. So we're still blocked over here. You know what? I feel like remember a long time ago for you Oakland Raider fans back in the day. Not too far back. We're not going before the 80s. We're going after between 95 and let's say 2004. 2005. Remember back in the days when you try to watch a Raider game but you can't because they black it out because we didn't have enough fans before 1 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon, even though
it went longer than just 2005.
I know it's when they shut down, when they closed off the Mount Davis section to basically raise the percentage.
Yeah.
Yes, the percentage of the seats.
We still had blackouts during those times too.
It was like we had blackouts when the Raiders were good, and it's like we should have had blackouts a lot of those years when we were horrible. But us Raider fans, look at it, see, Devon knows. Hated those blackouts. That's what YouTube is trying to do to us right now. Trying to black us out. So what we need is more subscribers, more people watching, so we cannot get blacked out.
We need to show them that, you know what, we're doing right. We're going to fight this. We're already in a fight for another show. It's not the first time. We still have a missing episode that you can only catch on Facebook because they have blocked that one out. And I don't know why we can't get that one back on.
Yeah, but that was the game last year against the Bears, and I don't think I want to. Yeah.
Well, no,
Legacy.
Bears, but we were talking.
See, he knows too, because.
See, and we're back again.
Oh, don't worry, people on YouTube. Don't worry, okay. I will find a way to I will find a way to get around the YouTube rules because that's what we do. What is the number 1 rule of the Raider Way?
Cheating is encouraged.
And what is rule number 2?
Refer back to rule number 1.
So watch out, YouTube. I'm gonna find a way, okay? And like they said in Jurassic Park, life will find a way. Okay, Jeff Goldblum. All right, so let's go in and get ready, everybody. Switch over to Facebook. Silver and blackout going on right now. Get ready to go to Facebook right now. Bouncing back and forth.
This is a long video here, so this one is probably definitely going to get us blacked out.
Yeah, so get ready, everybody. Here is Minshew's second drive going into, we're in the second quarter, so Minshew's second drive. So
there he ran when he didn't need to run. He started to scramble out of the pocket before he even needed to. You had people open that he could have thrown to, and instead he that's the problem I have with these mobile quarterbacks. They have that tendency to run, when things ain't right there, they don't let the plays happen, and they just run. And
you got the blockers right there, and he could have ran up right there.
Yeah, he could have ran there up, but instead he runs to the right. And then still, you had a couple of people open before he even took off that he could have thrown to at the time.
Yes. Here's that deep pass to center fielder Trey Tucker.
That play that goes back to a good play, and that was a hell of a play. I mean, Tucker's not afraid to lay it out for that catch, and we know that. And yes, I was joking if he led the receiver. That was a little shot at Homer there. But still, it was, look at him tracking the ball over one shoulder. It's not there. Looks over the other shoulder. It's there. And with Trey Tucker's drops during training camp that kept being talked about, I don't think I saw him drop a ball this game. And there, look at that. Lays out, bam, had possession all the way through. That stood everybody up and got everybody cheering. I guarantee
it. Blacked out. Okay, this play right here.
The hospital ball.
Yeah.
That was another one. He ran out early and could have thrown it to Bryant a lot earlier where he didn't have to take that shot. Bryant was open earlier in the play, and instead he gave him a hospital ball right there. And that's the kind of shit that's going to have players like Davante Adams not wanting you to be his starting quarterback.
He got the last year. He could have ran that way. Stepped up in the pocket.
You look at how open he was. I wish we could rewind this real quick. There he could have threw it a lot earlier, and Bryant would not have had to take that hit.
Yes,
this was good ball to Fotheringham. Got him involved. So we're getting the tight ends involved. We're having 2 tight end sets, and both quarterbacks are using the tight ends, which is good to see. It was a little bit kind of into coverage, but it was still a well-placed ball. Thankfully, it was a good placed ball, and he was able to grab it, get that first down, move the chains, which you want to see. Here was another, there goes Abdullah right there. That was a good ball to the edge going, got some yardage out of that, some yards even after the catch and everything,
Same play.
Right, yeah, right there. Kind of, I wouldn't even call that a chip. He just kind of, got off, but got him going, got it going. Moving the ball down the field, which is what you want to see. But you need to take out. What did we say? There was in that drive 3 bad plays. The hospital ball and a couple of scrambles that did not need to happen. And I think that's, when you have those, we'll use the word as we go with the definition, mobile quarterbacks, those running type quarterbacks, sometimes they run early and shit like that happens. He ran early, and every time he got out of the pocket and ran like that, it was always an incompletion. So, go ahead.
I was going to say, you notice in a lot of those clips, when he drops back to pass, he continues to drop towards his right, which he basically drops back into the defender that the right tackle was trying to ride out, as the pocket is forming. That seems to be one of his tendencies. I want to say tendencies, but I guess a bad habit or something that...
Tendency is a good word right there. Right now, that's a tendency that he needs to break. He needs to change up. Like we said, instead of rolling out like he did, if he had just cut like he did that first when he ran for that first down, it would have been a whole different thing. And then you have the argument for the mobile quarterback, Minshew being that mobile quarterback, getting those yards when nothing else was there.
Yes.
And Devon will get to that answer in a little bit. I'll give my answer on which QB looked better to us. I like to get through the whole QB thing before I give that answer. I'm trying to be biased, not biased. I'm trying to be equal on this.
Unbiased.
I'm trying to be unbiased and critique each quarterback, goods and bads on the whole thing. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm only siding with one guy, and not only on the back foot, but he likes to sidearm it a little bit. He doesn't like to go. It's kind of a sidearm throw when he's off the back foot.
And we're back on YouTube. Hey, thank you, YouTube viewers who are still being patient. When we fight this, we're gonna win. This episode will stay up, and like I said,
we only apparently lost one.
One what?
One fight. We have the one missing episode. Every other fight we've won.
Yeah, but that's because Brian Hoyer started, and I think that's a fight. We're like, you know what? Go ahead, stake it. Whatever. Just take it. Just take it. We don't. Just go. So.
Words up there.
And Alicia, who is our for like the news, who is our tracker out there on the field. He says that we are back. Well, our connection is back where you can see us all. We are out of the blackout. But get ready, everybody, because we're gonna go back into the black hole right now. So
we ready for the third one?
Hold on, just for everyone who's on YouTube right now at the live show. On this live show right now, like I said, go to the Oakland Raiders Savage page on Facebook or Asylum on Facebook, and it'll be streaming. It won't be interrupted if you want to catch us and watch us live and comment and everything. But as of right now, YouTube is going to keep blacking us out because of our highlights. So it is what it is. Naturally, I have no hair, so I have no highlights. Because highlights can make your hair fall out.
There's some great highlights going.
Oh, yeah, the natural. So, Devon wants to know, did they pick up Peterson? Peterman. It's Peterman, and we did. We got a Peterman.
And my theory on it, and I'll say it, I'll put it out there, is I think that Anthony Brown looked so bad during the game that they felt they needed to bring in the possibility for a third. You got to remember, AP did say, it don't matter what you did in practice, it's what you do in the games.
Yes.
With him saying that, Anthony Brown, you've heard everything during practice and training camp. He was doing great. But when it came to the game, God, he looked like shit. And I think maybe that's why they brought in Peterman.
And that's what also they asked AP also, and I believe it was the day after the game, of certain players who didn't particularly have a great training camp, but they looked good in the game. And they asked them, what about those kind of players that can turn the switch on, when the lights are on them? And AP said that's fine, and we know there are players out there that can have bad practices, but have great games right after. But we want guys we can trust in practice and put them out there on the field. So you can't just have a bad practice and then have a good game, because you're not gonna sustain greatness that way. You're not gonna sustain trust with the coaches that you're gonna be able to make the plays when needed.
And do what's required and everything. Yeah, I can see that.
Don't like that we gave up second half lead. That's a bad sign. Yeah, well,
I would normally agree with that statement. Sorry, did you have something?
No. I was gonna say, not trying to use it as an excuse, because that's basically is the explanation for right now. It's preseason. Now, don't do this in the regular season that we've been doing for the last couple years, where we got a great lead in the halftime, and then second half we just kind of peter out. Sorry. Yes. Oh, you did have it up. Hey. Okay, YouTube, get ready. For those on YouTube,
I'll go into a little bit. Is we also had the third string, fourth string, going and everything. And after halftime, it was seeing what we have and getting people, playing time experience in that. We had a lot of the rookies in there, who have never played, in the NFL. We had people trying to make, get a job and go. So the lead that we gave up, yes, it sucks. Yes, there was opportunities in there probably to go. But when it comes to preseason, it's not about the score. It's not about the win. It's about the product that you're seeing and what you're seeing out of the players. Because you got to remember, 90 players is going to get cut down to 53. So we're looking for 53 of the best. And if people weren't playing well, then they're probably not going to stay on the team.
Like they said in Men in Black, the best of the best of the best, sir. So, sorry, yeah, makes it easier to cut. Yeah, okay, guys, you guys. There's a clip. I mean, not a clip, but there was an episode of The Simpsons. Shout out to Red Homer, where Homer took over the Pee Wee team, the Pee Wee football team, and he's going down his list. All right, short kid, you're cut. Fatty, you're cut. Slow kid, you're cut. Yeah, you're cut. Oh, you're definitely cut. Oh, Cutty McCut right there. You're cut right there. So, I gotta find that clip. I just like to find ways for YouTube. I just want to piss off YouTube. Bunch of haters over there.
Come on. I can't even say that. We might get shut down because you said Simpsons.
Disney owns Fox. Disney is okay. Disney is the devil. All right, so we're gonna go into our third Minshew drive. Now, get ready, everybody on YouTube. Switch over to Facebook if you want to catch it live. But those who stay on the Cage Match page on YouTube, we appreciate your patience as we go into another dark tunnel called YouTube restrictions. Here we go. Roll the tape. Switch over to Facebook right now. Go. All right, these are just two passes, really, but as you see,
that's another one where he rolled out before he needed to.
Yes, and as you can, we're going to freeze it soon. Boom. See, everyone's covered.
The play hasn't developed yet.
That guy is I'm saying that guy right there is the spy on him.
But they're still open. He could have got positive yards out of that.
Yeah, and that,
running forward. There he had a ball blocked. That's not good because he rushed the throw. He felt the pressure and just, granted, he had Abdullah right there, but, I felt like it was rushed.
I don't know. As an offensive lineman, I felt like the guard, he let him go a little bit too early where when he turned to go and throw, because even Abdullah wasn't even turned. He didn't turn his head yet. So I'm going to give that to Minshew, that wasn't on Minshew. I'm going to say that the guard, he let his man go a little bit too early. Now, oh, look, we're still on. They didn't catch us. That was pretty quick.
It was short.
Yes. YouTube lets me play the Loonies for my touchdown music. It didn't die. But did you die? No. So,
okay, but you give it to Minshew on that. But Minshew being a mobile quarterback, shouldn't he have used his feet there to extend the play instead of throwing the ball early?
They just cut off our stream when we're not even playing. We're not even playing clips right now. Come on, YouTube. If you're gonna do it on time, okay? See?
Do it on time.
Whatever, okay. I can't stand this. This is like when they gave Draymond a technical foul a day after the game in the finals and had him suspended for Game 5. How do you do that? Anyways, Draymond for life, okay? That is my spirit animal, is Draymond. Then it dies.
Then it dies.
They're late. So, well, no, yeah. So Minshew on that play, or I don't know. You said he's a mobile quarterback. Should never done anything else. I mean, that play's hard to, because it's a screen pass, I just say that the D tackle, he saw it, he recognized it, and he was able to go over there and make a play. So I don't put that on Minshew. I just say that if anything, the guard let him a second too, or well, not a second, but like a slightly too early. Now, unless Abdullah could have like you said, chipped him and then rolled out, but I know that takes a lot of time. People don't understand on the offensive line. These little steps, when you're in the line, they feel like an eternity. So to do that extra, within that group, within that crowd, that's a long time to do. And so it's kind of like it was just a well defended play. That's I'm gonna give that to the defense. They did that right there. So that was Minshew's.
Okay, so if that's the case, do you give it to the defense on that O'Connell sack?
On that O'Connell sack, no, because Andres Pete.
Okay, so do you put it on the offensive line then?
I would put it more on the offensive line. If I gotta blame somebody on the offensive side, I will put it on the guard for that failed screen pass. I'll put that on the guard because I would say that he could have at least dragged them a little bit more and then released off. And I'm an offensive lineman, so I'm saying that because I'm saying that. I also coached offensive line high school.
That's why I'm
so
asking.
I would say the guard, if you have to put it on somebody, you could have held them longer. I just say that was just a well-defended play. That one with O'Connell, when he tried to roll out to his right, and the guy got him from behind, Andres. I'm over thinking of Warrior players. Andres Pete, or so just call him Andres the Giant. That's what I called him. Andres the Giant. He played guard mostly last year. I know he's done both, tackle and guard. There is certain when you're playing tackle, you have to kick out more wide to catch the defensive end and then ride him out. You're not really blocking him. You're directing him away from the play. I play tackle, and that's what I had to do as a smaller tackle going against these bigger defensive ends, basically slash linebackers like they are now, with the speed and the power. But you have to kick out wide more and keep him on your outside shoulder, but you have to make sure that you stay within his inside shoulder to you. You don't want him to come around and come on the inside because the closest path to the quarterback is on the inside. That's you never let a pass rusher go inside of you, which means inside between you and the center. So you have to ride him out, and he kicked back, but he didn't kick back wide. They didn't try to chase him, so which made the D-tack or the end easy for him to basically swirl around him. Make a U around him. So I would say that's more on Pete.
And was able to basically go, get.
I'm saying
he went wide and it was like Andre Pete was slow.
Yes, he didn't get to that point to meet him and then roll him out basically. Especially when you're on the backside, all you really gotta do is occupy him. You don't really have to block him, just be in his way because there's precious seconds. I think NFL, you got maybe like 4 seconds is pretty good for an offensive line. So you just got to get in his way, and that guy was able to just sprint around him. Pete didn't kick out wide enough to at least get in his way. Huh?
The guy who got around Pete was a rookie.
Well, he has fresher legs, okay? They're faster. Okay, Pete's been around 10 years. 10 or 12 years. So that's how that goes. And love it. I made the corner shorter with a DN with great. See, with the ends, and I'm gonna add to this. Okay, I saw it made the corner shorter with the DN. So I thought you said he made a corner. But anyways, when I used to coach, I had a backup little small guy. I had a backup quarterback because he didn't get the chance to play. This is the last game of the season. And I said, go over there and play defensive end. How do you do it? Just get around the guy and then sprint to the quarterback. Okay. So He got around the guy because he's fast, and then he just went sprint to the quarterback. And then I told him, I said, make sure when you get to the quarterback, break down so you don't do one little juke, and then now you just ran past him, and now he just gained 4 yards past line of scrimmage. So, yeah. So that's what he did. He sprinted up and then it cut in, and yeah, that's what he was saying, which Pete didn't kick out wide enough, at least to push him out the way. Because even with that momentum, if the guy is sprinting with that momentum, you could at least push him out the way where he has to recollect his footing to try to redirect and come back to the quarterback. But by then, O'Connell would have been rolled out already, and we would have seen how that play would have ended, or would have developed, how it would have developed, and how it would have ended or whatever. But yeah, Pete just didn't get his foot quick enough out there, his body quick enough out there to cut him off, and the guy was able to basically cut off his shoulder, come in, and jump on O'Connell before the play even developed in the end zone. So, and I guess the only thing I would say on that one, but the play was rolling out to the right, so Andres is, the backside. He's on the backside. The left tackle's on the backside. The play's going to the right. Is maybe having a guy back there, but that's not how the play was developed. I mean, the play was drawn up. The running back was part of that third level, or that that little dump off if he needed to, but it never developed enough for O'Connell to even try to throw the ball to anybody, because he already had somebody jump on his back. So that's offensive line 101. Okay.
So let's go back to Devon's first question then, which was let me find it real quick and put it up. God damn it. Okay.
Which?
Oh, for you, I'll let you answer first and then I'll answer. Which QB looked better to you?
That's hard to tell, because one got two more real drives. I don't count that last drive that Minshew had, because like I said, that was towards the end of the quarter. They basically ran out the quarter. But I would say Minshew looked the part because he had more opportunity to show. But O'Connell looked like he had more control of the offense. I'm going to say it's hard to tell, but Minshew, I would say slightly, but he had more opportunities to show. So he had more opportunities to show. He had different situations to go against. We didn't see too much from O'Connell because the quarter was over. So hopefully we get to see more this coming week. I just gave you an on-defense answer, I know, but I'm just trying to be as unbiased as possible also. But Gardner Minshew, with the exception of those plays where he continuously rolled out, or not going to say rolled out, he drifted back towards his right into a defender where he had to force the ball out of his hands so he won't get sacked, about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I'll give you this. Okay. I would say Minshew looked good because he brought the offense down the field pretty fast, but with more opportunities, he also showed why the coaches or why people who are at the practices are reporting that he hasn't distanced himself from O'Connell to be the starter because of situations like that where he drifts into the defender, basically drifts into the back of his offensive lineman trying to block off the defender. So he basically drifts into the tackler. There you go. Push.
Okay, I'm going to go. Granted, I give Minshew, he had more drives, which gave him more chances to make mistakes. But for me, I'm going to give the edge to O'Connell. He commanded with the ones. He commanded that field. He drove down. Yes, it broke down in the red zone and didn't go. But I'm going to take that as when you're on the 3-yard line or 4-yard line, whatever it was, you're generally going to run the ball there, and there was no runs. So they wanted to see something. But because of that one drive and the command he had from going from the 4 to the 3 and just systematically did what had to be done, I think O'Connell outplayed Minshew. You know, I know Minshew had the mistakes, and I'm not even taking those into consideration because he did that touchdown pass, that pass to both passes to Trey Tucker were beautiful passes, you know, going big plays, shit like that. But in the end, I think O'Connell commanded the offense better, and I think he has a slightly better grasp of the Getsy offense because Minshew, being that mobile quarterback, has that tendency of wanting to make plays with his legs. And I say for me, it was O'Connell.
I would say for O'Connell to having to switch from the McDaniel as a rookie, because he came in last year, and McDaniel's offense, it was stand back there and scan the field, stand back there, to a Getsy offense where it's like move your feet, move around in the pocket. And I know you're supposed to move around the pocket too, and I'm not saying that. McDaniel said, here's some cement shoes, stand right there, don't go swimming, mafia style. Swim with the fishes. Oh, no, sorry, sleep with the fishes. Swim with the fishes, you pay for. Sleep with the fishes, you pay for also, but
you didn't ask for that one.
Yeah, that's because you owed. You know, in that offense, he doesn't want you to be mobile in O'Connell in McDaniel's offense. So with Getsy, it's more like we're gonna move you, move the pocket, move you around. So he's going.
O'Connell stepped up. O'Connell drifted. With all that, you saw what you wanted. The only difference between O'Connell and Minshew was the takeoff and run for the yardage. You don't see that with O'Connell, and I know that's a frustration for some people. But you know, the Bradys, the Mannings, you know, they didn't do that a lot either. They did it, but they didn't do it a lot. And can we see that a little bit more out of O'Connell? I hope so. But
I would give him more chances.
You know, with Minshew, you know, he did that too. He moved up a couple of times. You know, he slid. He did all that shit. But we saw at least 3 or 4 plays where his initial thought was it's not there real early, and he wanted to take off to run. And when he did that, he only completed, I believe, 1 pass and a hospital ball to Bryant. Every other one was every other one was an incomplete pass, you know, which forced him to have to make a play later, which he did. I'll give him that credit. But do you want to trust your game to somebody who has to make up for a bad play? Or do you want somebody who can get in there, command the offense, command the field, and drive down? I mean, if you want to say, and this is a stretch for a comparison, you know, Joe Montana, Joe Cool, right? I mean, at the end of the game, whatever the time was, you wanted him to have the ball because he did exactly what you saw O'Connell do in that first drive, which was march down the field and put you in a position to get the points you need to win the game.
So you're saying we have Joe Montana back there? I love it. Let's go.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there was some similarities in, you know, and I get it. It was preseason. I know they started their starters. I don't even think they played them for that whole drive, you know, and going. It wasn't, you know, this is preseason. But the command you saw out of you know, in there on the field, the command of this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing, and he drove from the 3 or the 4 to the 3, you know, all the way down, and then normally you run. Normally it's run, and third down you'll pass, and if that don't work, it's a field goal. And with Zeus, I think the second time he runs the ball, it would have been a touchdown anyways.
Yeah.
But they allowed O'Connell to pass more than Minshew. Whether that's trust or something else, You can read it into that your own way. I'm not going to do that because I don't know what they're looking for out of each player.
And I ran out of time. I don't have highlights of the running game. Zeus did look good, but let's look at the stats. McCormick got a lot of handoffs.
Matching it look bad.
No. But McCormick got most of the handoffs, a lot of in the second quarter. And
that's probably more in the damn fourth quarter.
Well, he did a lot, I believe, right? Oh no, he wasn't in the second half. Never mind. Zamir White had the touchdown at the end of the second drive of Minshew. Zamir White looked good. Madison going against his former team, preseason, but he had some pretty good runs. I don't have the videos for it. It would have got blocked out anyways, YouTube. But I know one, and we're gonna next week, because this week, this show, we just kind of wanted to focus on a lot of the starters since they were playing. But we want to. I know next week we want to have Dylan Labe. Dylan Labe. Is this the Labe?
Hold on. We got to give him his new name that Max Crosby gave him.
Cheddar Bob.
As long as he don't shoot himself in the dick, we're okay.
Cheddar Bob. 9. Damn it.
8 Mile.
8 Mile. Sorry, 9 Mile. That's a different 8 Mile. And being from Detroit, that Crosby is from over there in the Michigan area. It's just all like ties together. But we want to see more carries. We want to see what he can do more. So he'll probably get more playing time or more action this coming preseason game against the Cowboys. So we'll be taking a look at that next week.
Look at this. What I like to point out here is look at your 1-2 punch in running backs. Just in the one game, you had averaging 3.8 and a touchdown, which I like that number to be slightly better, but it's not bad. And then you had Madison, who's averaging 5 yards a carry. Between the two as your 1-2 punch in the run game, I feel good about our running back situation right now with our 1-2 punch. And we know we're doing running back by committee.
Yes, and that's also another factor you can put in too, because with the great defense and a running game, if we can sustain that kind of like where we can move the offense with the running game, the quarterbacks. I'm not saying that it's going to be their crutch, but it allows whoever quarterback to start. The pressure is not on them as much to carry the team as, like Devon had said earlier. He mentioned Derek Carr had to for a lot of the years.
Well, yeah, to make him feel like he had to make the big play. When you got the defense doing their job and the running game doing their job, like in Kansas City, which we beat them on Christmas Day, which apparently we can't show a certain video because we're fighting that one right now. Just like that, that allows the quarterback to be able to, like you were saying, relax and just make the passes that he needs to do to move the chains and keep the defense off the field.
Yes. So quarterbacks, whoever is starting, does not have to play hero ball. They can just manage the game because we have a defense that can control the other team's offense. And if the running game is as advertised, we can control the ball when we have the ball.
You control the clock with the running game.
What is also a great defense? Not having the offense on the field. Hey! So
that's true too. When you got teams like Kansas City and Buffalo and the Bengals and shit like that, where you don't want that offense, you don't want to give that offense a chance to win the game. The best thing you could do, which is again, like you said, like I said, is controlling the clock.
Yeah,
you control the clock, you control the game.
And if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Unless you're Brian, you can catch the ball, but you can't dodge a hitter.
Are we going to answer Devon's next question, or are we going to wait till the end to answer that question?
What was the question again?
The grade for the game.
No, let's wait to the end.
Okay.
Let's wait to the end.
After that thought, but I wanted to ask first.
Okay, and also we had the passing offense and our brand new player that we drafted number 1 in the draft this past few months ago, off season. Brock Bowers. You know what I'm trying to say. Brock Bowers, get ready, YouTube, as we're going to go and get blacked out again. You got that ready?
I'm ready.
Brock Bowers, let's see some highlights of him. Now, I borrowed this video from Raider Alex Official, so I didn't ask it myself. But
I hope you don't get shut down because he used it, so we should be able to.
Yeah, so swerve. But I'll be nice. Go to Raider Alex Official. I don't know him personally at all or anything, but I stole it from him. So I'm going to shout him out. Go to his page and follow his page too on YouTube, Raider Alex Official. But here's some plays. Brock Bowers, all his snaps in the game. Brock Bowers has moved around a lot in this one drive he was in with O'Connell. So that's a short ball by O'Connell.
That was a bad throw by O'Connell.
Bad throw. Here is Brock Bowers with I believe that's his first reception in the game. O'Connell with the pocket.
If you look right there, it's the yards after the catch that made him good. I mean, he could block it. We're seeing that in there, but it's, there he was even brought in his fullback and trying to go for a block, which was kind of weak on that one. But, it's the yards after the catch. There's even another video where he'll get the ball, and it's the yards after the catch that's making him right here. Here's the other one. Yards after the catch. He knew where the sideline was, made sure he didn't step out, and got that extra, almost 5 yards right there?
In the backfield, lined up as a fullback. He's our new John Ritchie, baby. I can't wait.
I know it's better than John Ritchie because, he's actually fucking, coming out. And they actually used him. They lined him out wide. They lined him up, in the backfield. They put him on the line. I mean, he was able. They did exactly what he was doing in college. He did everything. Now here, we don't know who made the mistake, whether it was him or Trey Tucker, why they were bunched up right there on that O'Connell sack. But, that will get figured out. If it was him, the rookie mistake, and that's something that's going to get ironed out and fixed. Other than that, I think he's starting to show now why he was drafted at 13, and he's going to be that difference maker when you need him to be.
And as you see, Trey Tucker with his 2 catches, 73 yards, a 36.5 average, baby. Let's go.
Also, and to give credit, both those catches came from Minshew.
One was on the sideline, and the other one was that dive that he also did last year with O'Connell when he dove.
Which, if I remember correctly, a certain person who wanted to argue with me on the show turned around and said that was a bad pass because he didn't lead the receiver. So it's funny that his quarterback did the same thing. I'm interested to see how he calls that. I'm sure that was a great pass in his book.
Shout out to Raider Homer. Catch that episode. It's the big quarterback debate. Catch that episode on our YouTube page. They didn't black that out. You'll see a Homer representing Minshew, and Asylum here, who I didn't say in the beginning, Mr. Jim Aller himself, been on every single episode, representing O'Connell in a debate, a presidential debate-like style on who should be the Raider quarterback going into 2024. Your decision matters, even though we have no vote. But it's just nice to believe, and
it's always nice to believe that we matter.
Yes. No politics pushing here. Just saying. Anyway, I seen that the views went down a little bit. They're about to go political. Nope. It's a parody of a parody of politicals. A parody of politics. Politics. Psychology. Okay. Brock Bowers, 2 receptions, 25 yards. And then Jalen Guyton, he got some action, 1 for 24.
He's been hurt for all of training camp, so it was good to see him come in and at least contribute right there. He's another guy who's trying to make the team make maybe that 4th wide receiver position.
Yeah.
Who apparently is faster than Trey Tucker by a couple of tens. No, I'm sorry, not a couple of thousands. Sorry, it's thousands.
We should have did your studying before the show. DJ Turner, speaking of, got 2 receptions for 23 yards, and he also had that touchdown by Minshew.
Touchdown that was by a receiver.
In the air, yes. And then, of course, you have Fotheringham had that one right after Brian got knocked out the game. Fotheringham came back the next play and got 1 for 11. Abdullah got 1 for 10. Mayer got that 1 for 7 the first pass by O'Connell. And then Wilkerson had, instead of just running forward, positive yards, he tried to juke the guy. Guy got around.
Yeah, I was going to say, he tried to juke the guy and got himself caught up and didn't look good for him.
All right, now that's the offensive side.
Woo!
Let's do. Let's do defense and get ready, everybody on YouTube. We got 4 viewers, but it's okay. Catch us on the replay after we fight
YouTube,
because that's what we try to do. We fight YouTube. Okay, let's go to the defensive first. They started off on the field first, and guess what? You got it ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Guess what? Go ahead. Guess what? The starters are out there playing. I was like, whoa, was that Max Crosby dressed up in the game?
Not even he just dressed up. He was playing.
He just had knee surgery. Let's just relax now, okay, guys? Let's play fair. Let's play nice. Now you've seen right there, number 7. That's the noon jersey number for Morig. So remember that, guys. When you're trying to figure out who's who.
Yeah, they don't
have the defense. Yes. So the defense overall in this first drive with the starters, they look pretty good. Now, of course, like you said, Asylum, earlier, vanilla defense. I'm not going to go in and show all their stunts and complicated or complex coverages in preseason. But, they're probably playing like a simple, like a cover 2 zone?
Simple man, simple zone. I mean, you could see they were letting some passes, be in front of them. Jack Jones, who did have the interception, also allowed 4 catches. Now, granted, they weren't for big yardage or anything else like that, but that's not something you expect to see out of Jack Jones. But then you did see Jacorian Bennett break up a play in the end zone. The only pass that was thrown his direction. So you did see some highlights, and you did see some plays that happened, especially in the second half, where the run defense struggled.
They were. Oh, we just got knocked out the stream again. Thank you very much, everybody.
Damn it! Thank you, Alicia. But yeah, I mean, it was compared to what we expect to see. They aren't disguising anything, shit like that, because that's going to give shit away. They didn't blitz much. There was a couple of blitzes that I remember seeing. I believe right here is the Jacorian Bennett. Yeah, see right there.
Yeah, we're going to break it down right now. So here you go, Jacorian Bennett right there on the left-hand side on the bottom of your screen.
He was there. I mean, right there, broke it up, got his head in there. Got there with the ball, was not pass interference, anything else like that. So seems like Jacorian Bennett is continued his training camp progress that everybody was hearing about. It's continued into the game. Again, it was kind of a vanilla defense. I really don't expect to see Max Crosby to be trying as hard to get the sacks. I don't expect to see Christian Wilkinson try. Yes, they're going to try to interrupt shit, but they're not. Their motor's not running at 100% because we don't want an injury. I mean, look what we talked about at the very beginning. JJ McCarthy's out for the season.
Season.
Out for the season. So we know he ain't starting this year. Because, and
red shirt.
whether it was us or whatever happened, but a meniscus tear, we don't want them getting hurt. We just want them to get those reps to get back into that football shape, to get those motors warmed up for when that time comes. That first game against the Chargers, we know it's going to be a whole different defense.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Jim Harbaugh. Welcome to the NFL. Anyways.
Welcome back to the NFL.
Yeah, welcome back. You know what I mean.
See, look, we're just back up at 9. I told you the viewers would come.
Yeah. That's how we do it, man. Yeah. Practice. Oh, practice is 40 minutes in over there at Allegiant Stadium. Yes.
Lucky bastards, whoever is over there. Yes, you all are bastards because I'm not there.
I know. It's just annoying.
It is.
It's just annoying. So
I used to be able to do all this shit, and now I can't even fucking see it on TV.
That's a whole nother story with the NFL ticket. But
yeah, well, apparently you can't even watch our show on YouTube because YouTube wants the
hate. Haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. Okay, so that was the first drive. That was the first drive. Hold on, I'm trying to do something safe. That was the first drive of the starters. So they were out there in the second drive. The second drive of the.
Well, again, Coach AP said these starters will play a full quarter, and to his word. The starters played, except for, I believe, Max Crosby got taken out a little early, except for key guys. A majority of the starters played the first quarter.
Yeah, I would take Max Crosby out too. Like, come on, man. He just had knee surgery. I like to see Max Crosby out there.
Surgery too. He got to fix that hand for being able to grab.
Well, which one?
He had his thumb too. Knee and thumb.
He's just like half a Frankenstein right now. Second drive of the starters. Let's get that going right now. Second half of the starters. You see now, like you said, Max Crosby is out. Wilkins is out, but you still have Spillane right there. You saw him jumping up and down. This is where guys like Tyree Wilson is getting some playing time in. The DBs are still back there. The starting DBs are still back there. Now, like we said, there's Diablo right there too. So, like we said, yeah, the running game, they gave up some. Jack Jones is still out there. They still gave up some yardage.
They gave up some big running plays, which is uncharacteristic for the defense, and some big passes too. But if I do remember correctly, this is the drive that Jack Jones got his interception on.
It is.
So.
Spoiler.
Sorry. Was I not supposed to say something?
If they watched the game, they would know. This whole thing is spoiler, okay?
They gave up some bigger plays. Some shit did happen, and things I'd like to see cleaned up. Speaking of the interception right there, things you'd like to see cleaned up that you're hoping are not going to be consistent throughout the season. And going, we gave up some big runs. We gave because I believe their first touchdown was not against our starters, but it was a hell of a running play that went. And there was some ugliness in the defense, but again, I just believe it was just being vanilla. And for a lack of better terms, the defense wasn't trying as hard as it normally would in some cases. I mean, Spillane, you saw. He was trying to get that sack, which helped lead to the interception that Jack Jones baited, made him look like he was open, and closed that gap real quick. But that's what we talked about earlier in the preseason, not preseason, training camp and early on. A good defensive line is going to lead to that secondary being able to do shit just like that and get those interceptions and those turnovers. And sacks will come. I would love to see a sack, but at the same time, I like to see the pressure instead because pressure forces mistakes.
Yes, and the second half, we all saw what happened. This is the overall. This is the overall stats of the defense. Now I didn't have the tackles, how many tackles each person had, because that's a lot of players to focus on. I just wanted to kind of give the overall total. They gave up 452 yards. 310 of those are passing. 142 of those are running, or the rushing yards. They gave up 18 first downs. 5 for 15 on third downs. So they allowed them to get 5 out of 15, which I guess, 33?
Not too bad considering how the Raiders used to be on third down.
Yeah, so that's not too bad.
That's a third right there.
They didn't get any sacks, but they forced them to punt 5 times. You saw the Jack Jones, the picture's right there. Got that one interception. So Jack Jones being Jack Jones, and I didn't change that. It's not the Broncos. It's supposed to be the Vikings.
Broncos.
Because we're going to get them too, okay? It's going to be 10 in a row, okay? But my bad. I didn't edit it. I used the same old template. We all make mistakes. It's preseason for us too. I'm going to use that as an excuse also. But the Vikings, 25, they had the ball 25 minutes and 21 seconds.
And most of that time came in that second half.
Yes, so we controlled the game for the most part. But the second half, we saw what happened. We saw what happened, especially on offense. Wasn't that great. So we decided not to show you that because we don't want no more bad juju. I'm trying to. Okay, there we go.
I know. I see what you put up. Am I supposed to play that now?
No, not yet. Let's relax, okay? Let's relax. Okay?
Chillax. I'm sorry. I'm chillaxing.
Yes, okay. They got a chill pill with a camera, right? Okay, it goes in.
I ain't taking no pills.
But also,
I don't know where it's been.
It's chocolate. No, it's not. There's nuts on it, though. Exactly, chocolate.
So that's okay.
It's a Sunday pill. No. And also remember, okay, we have some special. I don't have the kickoff videos. Carlson, they're still working out the kinks. They're actually
now on that though. It shows Carson had 2 different penalties or 2 bad kicks on there. He put one out of the, into the end zone and, caused them to get, I believe that was the 30-yard line. And then he also had one that came up short and didn't bounce within the box and gave him a start at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. So that part, they were working on things. Trust that Carlson's going to know how to pooch kick it between the 30 and the goal line, but
I've heard that they might not do it during preseason, but they've tried other positions at kicking the ball for that, just to have that extra tackler or different things. And Carlson's perfectly okay with somebody else kicking on the kickoffs to be able to help the team like that. He's ready to stay on the sideline and root the team on and have somebody else kick the ball if that's what the team wants.
If that's what the team wants.
Hey, go ahead. We like team players.
I want to see Max Crosby kick off.
Hey, Max Crosby wants to play tight end.
Let's do it.
He actually wants to play tight end and catch a pass in a game.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Hold on. I was just trying to see. Okay, so.
Can you imagine Brock Bowers and Max Crosby at tight end?
If Warren Sapp can do it, I believe Max Crosby, being the more athletic, more slimmer guy who can probably run a little bit more better, I believe he can do so also. So, yes, that would be 2 monsters at the end, bookends of that offense. Yeah, that'll be crazy. And
I think AP will do it. I think he'll throw it out there. It might be during a playoff game for a fucking winning drive right there. pass over the middle to Max Crosby, and Gronkowski got nothing on Max Crosby.
It'd be like Woodson, Charles Woodson on offense. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Number 24 is lining up at receiver. He had like what, 1 or 2 catches as a.
I believe it was 1 catch at least.
Yeah, 1 catch as a Raider. I don't know if he went out there and played.
He was only as a Raider because he wanted to do it at the end of. He wanted to catch a pass on offense instead of always doing it on defense. You know, instead of always having those interceptions.
Always got to work for it. Can you just throw it to me, please? Well, for most of his career, they did. Okay, so on special teams, we had a blocked field goal. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Blocked field goal. Here we go. Get ready, YouTube. So this was a highlight in the game, 17-7 in the second. At the end of the second, we had a blocked field goal by number 57, Violator. No,
that was Mr. Jade, wasn't it?
No, let's see. The hand is right there. He dove on the side. That looked like 57, TJ Franklin. Let's see. Right
there. Maybe it hit 2 hands.
Let's see again. Do 57's right there. 57.
57.
They give it to Nesta. But you know what? Nesta Jade. I'm looking at my roster right here, my notes. Nesta Jade did play a great game. He did get into the backfield when he got some playing time. They're saying that a defensive tackle, it's a battle. It's a battle. And you got some veterans that are backing up veterans. But Nesta Jade in his second year, I believe. This is his second year.
Yeah. Second year.
Drafted last year by the McDaniels. Trying to close my iPad. The McDaniels
regime.
Is trying to make a name for himself because he always found himself getting active for games. So he's trying to get out there. He's making a case for him to make this team. But most likely be back to practice squad. So. You know what? I haven't seen the video. My auntie sent it to me. Let's take a little sneak peek at practice. It's not live, but this is what she sent me. So this is what I got. So and it's gonna cut our sounds off. So go ahead and play that. That is Max Crosby.
Working on some goal line work right there.
That's Max Crosby right there. You like that little teaser right there? I wish I was over there, but I'm here. Just like you, but you're there, and I'm here, and you're there.
What? My spirit can't see shit.
Yeah, we're not there.
I'm not special anymore. You know, I used to be special, and now I'm not. You know, special ed don't count for shit no more.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it does. You know, they got new names now. ADHD, ADD. Yeah. My TV is HD, but it's not ADHD. So I thought that meant advanced high definition. That's not what it means. It's not what it means. It's not what it means at all.
My TV's got pretty colors.
That's the medication. Okay.
What it is? Damn, I thought it was a TV.
So the unofficial offensive lineup, you've seen them play. Now we haven't seen Colt Miller out there, but they said that.
No, this is still last week's.
It's still last week's.
This isn't the new one. Not yet.
They have made a new one?
No, they haven't yet. That should come out, I think, tomorrow.
Alrighty, well, we're a day early, so we're gonna just go with it. Keelan Doss, you seen there on the wide receivers. He is on the waived injured list, so technically he's not gonna be there. Technically,
he's off the team.
Technically, quarterbacks. It's not on there, but added on, like we said earlier, Nathan Peterman. We're gonna have 5 quarterbacks, but you notice how it's funny that Carter Bradley, they didn't have him throw one pass when he came in at the end of the the fourth quarter. He just handed it off to a couple times, or a couple guys, a couple times, and punted the ball away.
Rest him, or because the game was what it was, and they were just trying to run out the clock.
I mean, I've seen it before, where you have like that guy who's really just not going to make the team, but he's a camp body, I guess. They just put him out there to put him out there, and they don't really he might throw like one pass, and it's like a little.
Anthony Brown, the way he played, might be a camp body too.
Anthony Brown, according to some reports, had high hopes that he would look good, but whether that was the offensive line that they put out there for that third quarter or play calling, whatever it was, the play calling to his strengths didn't fit. Maybe that's why Justin Fields didn't work with a Luke Getsy offense. Don't know. Can't really say. But, yeah, it looked very ugly when he went out there. He is supposed to be a mobile / running quarterback, but we saw him more times on the ground.
Some people were saying he was the next, God damn it, who's the Baltimore QB? Lamar Jackson.
Steve McNair.
Lamar Jackson.
Rest in peace.
But
Lamar Jackson.
That did not seem to show in this in the time that he played.
Yeah, we'll see what happens going into this next game on Friday night. But you see here, like I said, Jackson Powers Johnson, I think it's supposed to be him and Miller are supposed to be off the PUP list this week. Not saying they're going to jump right in and go into a game on Friday, but because they basically got to work themselves in. See, Anna's out there, but She still came in. She still came in. She made sure she came in, and she even said she will watch it later. She kept her streak. You and Anna are the only ones that's been on this show every single episode. So, shouts out. Thank you very much, Anna, for stepping in and showing love. I love it. Oh, yeah. Shouts out to Anna. Have fun out there, Anna. Anna will do. She will show up. She loves her Raider content creators. Thank you. We appreciate it. Have fun out there, Anna. And I am jealous. I'm even more jealous. I don't know what to say, man. And she's going to the game. As she says, we are having fun. Oh, sorry. We are having fun. Shout out to Anna out there inside the stadium. My auntie's out there too, my godmother. That's where we saw the video. Hi, Auntie. Thanks for the video. Wish we had more. Wish we could go live over there. Defensive unofficial lineup. You saw Jack Jones out there being Jack Jones. Got an interception. He almost averages interception in each game he played. The first one was against Minnesota. He almost had one. The next game after that was against the Chargers. Took it to the house. The next one after that, you were there, was against the Chiefs. Took it to the house. I still got a picture coming of that interception autographed by Jack Jones. Oh, that'd be cool. With staring down Patrick Mahomes right before he crosses the goal line. You got to get the picture of you in the background trying to get the ball from him. I tried. I just couldn't find it and get it quick enough to the guy, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Well, if you get videos autographed, I'd rather have the video autographed. Just sign it right here. Okay. Just on this part of the tape. And I'll just play the video over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. So you've seen in the second half, which we don't have the clips to because it was just whatever. But MJ Devonshire, one of our draft picks, he made some plays out there. Luke Masterson got a lot of playing time because Tommy Eichenberg Eichenberg. Oh yeah, I knew that.
Tommy
Eichenberg.
fucking Eichenberg.
Tommy freaking Eichenberg, as Hondo calls him. He had a personal. He had to attend. How do you say it? He had to attend the personal matter at home, so he didn't get to dress up. And then on the opposite side, Devontae Adams, missed the 2 weeks leading up to the game on last Saturday, but he's back in camp.
Congratulations to him on the birth of his first son.
Yes. So he's back in camp. So we should see him. Don't know how they're going to do the starters going into the Cowboy Raider game this Saturday night. But he will be out there. He should be right now playing on the field as we speak in that practice that Anna and my godmother are at. I'm saying that with very much jealousy. So we'll probably see a lot more of these other guys coming in this next game, which we will talk about the guys behind the starters if they do get more playing time, because those are the guys that will be backing up the guys that we're talking about right now. A lot of guys to talk about in this 90-man roster. And of course, special teams stays the same. We saw Abdullah. We saw DJ Turner. Adams did say he doesn't play preseason games. I guess so, but we'll see.
Being an 11-year vet and being who he is, he don't need to play preseason games. Just saying.
Everybody's gonna go out there, but everyone's gonna play. Okay, it's the right way.
Oh, tells you to play, you're gonna fucking play.
Get your okay. So we saw these guys, and like I said, I don't have the tape of it. I'm sorry. It got blocked out anyways, but I want to see more, like I said, Dylan Labe back there. Not just in the backfield, but also see what he can do behind in the special XFL rules of the kickoff return for safety. XFL rules for safety.
DJ Turner, I'll tell you that much.
Say that again?
I'd rather see Labe than DJ Turner back there on the kickoffs.
You know, it's funny how it's the XFL rules for safety. I just thought of that when I said it. Like, wait a minute. The original XFL was supposed to be no flags. People can hit people. Everyone's going to die and score in glory. That lasted a year because they threw flags before the guy even touched them. I'm like, what is this? The NFL? So, every game's a Raider game. If you're going against... if you're going for the Raiders, every game's a Raider game. All right, so this Saturday, Cowboys come to town to face the Raiders in Allegiant Stadium. The Raiders' home field. Hopefully, it's not filled with Cowboy fans because it's preseason. But and they're not too far from Texas, I guess. I don't know. But week 2, Saturday, August 17th, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 9 p.m. Central. That is 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry for people on the East Coast, but it's Friday. So for most of you,
hold on.
I'm sorry. Saturday. It's Saturday. So for most of you who are not forced to do overtime at the asylum, just an evening out, Saturday night, watch a preseason game, Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever. I don't know where.
No, Wings Etc. is where we're going to be.
Wings Etc. over there in the Kansas area, where the asylum is asyluming, how my sister would say. So that game will be coming up this Saturday, and for the Bay Area, I believe it'll be on Cron 4, and I mean like the Bay Area, around the water. That's where I live, in the area of the Bay Area. So, let's see, Aki here. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a should be Aki. Not there's a bar down there in San Jose called Aki, and not only is it here, but it's here, Aki. So that's for Spanish. So what do you expect? What do you want to see? What is what do you have to say, I guess, for this week 2 preseason game against the Cowboys at Allegiant Stadium Saturday night?
Well, it comes down to we want to see who the quarterback's going to be. We were told by the coach at the end of this game, well, not at the end, but this game is going to basically give enough information, and we are going to know who the quarterback is going into week 3. Or not week 3, but the third preseason game. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing there. I like to see progression out of all of our players, whoever it is that's playing. I like to see a little bit of the defense to tighten up a little bit, offense, with whoever's playing to maybe put some points on the board, regardless if it's third string, fourth string. But I like to just see progression, and in the end, find out who the hell the quarterback's going to be. Aiden O'Connell at the going in. So it's done. The conversation's over. Nobody has anything going, and we could move forward on everything.
We can move forward with life. And remember, let me do this real quick. It's this one.
Oh, wrong one. Wait, wrong voice.
This Saturday. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
This Saturday, tell the tape. Aiden O'Connell versus Gardner Minshew in the battle for starting quarterback for the Raiders 2024. Saturday night, 7 p.m. against the Cowboys at Allegiant Stadium. Make sure you watch that game and go for who's going to win in round 2 of the big quarterback battle. Aiden O'Connell, number 12, versus Gardner Minshew, number 15. This Saturday night, Allegiant Stadium. If you have tickets, I hate you. But it's because I'm jealous. Oh, yeah.
And we're back.
Back. Okay. Well, before we close out anything, we still got to go back to the one last question that Devon asked.
Oh, we're back. What grade would you give us for the game? Well, I would say if we're just going to grade it on the first half with the starters, the guys who are going to be on the field the majority of the time when the regular season starts, I would say B plus. I know we're playing vanilla. We're not doing our usual defensive stunts and coverages and all that, whatever. And then on offense, 2 drives down the field in the red zone was ended in field goals, but we did have 2 touchdowns. So I'll say the lowest, I'll give it a B plus.
Okay, well, I was going to break it up into the 2 halves.
Oh God.
Going.
Grading on a curve, okay?
I was going to break it up into the 2 halves. I was going to give the first half a B, and being the defense not being what we're expecting and everything going is the reason why it's a B. It could have been an A minus, if certain things played better, but I give it a B, solid B. And the second half, I give it a D.
A D?
So that averages out to a C if you want to put it that way. But
Well, how about this then? How about this, Kay? Okay, with overall, it's preseason for everybody. One of the big questions after the game was AP calling timeouts on that final play, that final drive that the Vikings had. They had no timeouts, and it was able to give the Vikings time to substitute, change whatever they had to do, because they had running plays and AP called timeouts. And even Matt Millen on the broadcast, if you were able to watch the Raider broadcast of the game, he said, I don't understand. Devon Johnson gave it a C overall in the game. He probably rounded the A. No, you said the B and the D.
And the D.
Give him passing.
That comes out to an average C. I didn't give him no minuses.
Well, we expect more. Okay, we curved down. But anyways, it was asked AP, and I don't have the clip, but I remember what he said. It was asked AP, what was with the timeouts at the end of the game. Like I said, Matt Millen said he didn't understand why he called timeouts.
I didn't understand. I thought that was bad calls on his part.
And he probably just gave a little, AP gave like a little
generic answer.
Generic answer just to satisfy the question. But he just said, we're all testing different scenarios basically in the preseason. And we all know, the first time head coach in the NFL. This is his third season as an NFL coach in general. He's going into his third season. And he has the likes of
Tom Coughlin,
Marvin Lewis, and the guy from Miami.
Philbin.
Philbin, yes. As his coaches, basically his tutors. So does the end of does the end of that game, him calling timeouts in that situation, does that make you nervous in an actual real game time situation? We're up by 2 points and all you need is a field goal. Basically all the same scenarios because that comes up a lot in NFL games. Are you nervous for AP doing that right now in the preseason? Are you nervous that he might have, I don't want to say bad calls in decision making and stuff like that, like down to the wire, but does that make you nervous going into the season when he had them timeouts he called?
I mean, I didn't like the timeout that he called. He's technically a rookie head coach. He's still a rookie head coach. He's going to make mistakes, and that's what he turned around and said. This is preseason. I made some mistakes. I think this is where he needs to be talking to Marvin Lewis. I know Coughlin's more of an advisor, not necessarily there. Philbin, somebody needs to come in and maybe say something, but he's going to make mistakes. I'd rather him make these mistakes now during preseason than in regular season, but he's going to have some bad calls even in regular season. We've seen it happen to the best. Andy Reid's had bad calls. Other coaches have had bad calls, and it happens. I'm not worried about it until I see it as a constant. If it starts being consistent, then I'm going to worry about it. One game, I'm not concerned about it yet.
Devon said AP probably was creating a situation to test certain players, and I think that's what he was. It was something that he said when they asked him. So I want to see the team take on his identity. Yes.
That's the thing. I think they are. They are taking on that identity. They are, they're playing for him. This is, this is hard-nosed, old-school Raiders football in today's game because certain hits are not allowed anymore. You ain't got no can openers. You ain't got no clotheslines. But I think they are. But, again, this is preseason, and you're not going to see it until the regular season starts.
Yes.
You want to see AP football? It will start game 1 against the Chargers.
AP football. I can't wait. Well, Asylum. That was a great show today, even though we got blocked out a couple times. But, it is what it is. So, it's all good, everybody.
That's average for us.
Yeah, we will find a way to get around the system like we always do. But now we got 1 year under our belts. So we were like we did, like AP was at the end of the game, calling timeouts. We were still testing the waters to see how well the establishment is paying attention. So we will get over there.
Hi to Roger Goodell, because I know you're watching.
Hi, Roger Goodell. Yeah. We're on our desk. We're keeping the Al Davis spirit alive by having to fight to give you guys the content that we try to provide as much detail as possible, not just audio, but visual, because everyone learns differently. And we try to, do both. Yeah. I was going to say do both ways. That kind of sounded weird. So I stopped myself. So anyways, with that said.
Both ways.
Huh?
We don't swing both ways.
Don't swing both ways, no. they played old school, for everyone will be fined and suspended. Yeah, like YouTube did us.
Yeah.
So we're used to it. Educate, okay? We're here to educate with psychology. All right. With that said, we want to say thanks everyone who was patient through the blackouts that we had sustained. We had went through here at the Cage Match Show. Yeah. So thank you. Very proper English. That's what we're trying to do here too. Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead. Very proper English. All right. With that, I want to thank everybody for watching, and we appreciate you, everyone who stayed on during the blackouts, like I said, and for Anna, who came in the middle of watching the Raiders practice to come in and bless us with her presence, so her streak is alive, and to my godmother for sending us a little teaser of what's going on over there in practice in Legion Field. I saw them. Any last words?
No, can't wait till Saturday, see what we got, and can't wait till that week one. That's what we're all looking for is week one. Let's get this going.
Oh, yes. Can't wait. But there's still Raider football this Saturday. So I guess it's a little teaser. It's the little appetizers before the main course, which is the San Diego Chargers of Los Angeles. All right, everybody. Thank you. And Anna is still watching, and she said good night. And Devon said, go Raiders. And like we said earlier, Devon got a channel, and it'll probably get blocked out too. Go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, Talk with Coach D on YouTube. And Homer, bless his presence. Make sure you go to his channel, Section 105 Media Network on YouTube. He has his show, Sideline to Sideline. So go there. Watch it. Subscribe to him too. We try to help everybody out who helps us out. So we want to say thank you. And thank you again. Shouts out to my sister who was on the field, not literally on the football field, but on the field of Cyberfield, letting us know when our YouTube channel was dead and then alive and then dead and then alive. All right then.
Heart patient.
I know. It's like, all good, brother. We shout you out because you came, like I said, on our show, and you personally gave your testimony about how our show is. So we appreciate that. And Alicia says, hey. So thank you for your quick, how do you say, quick reporting on the field out there in Cyberverse. All right, with that, and congratulations, Alicia. She knows what I mean by that.
I said it in the chat, but congratulations.
Yes.
The joys and good and bad are coming. The good and bad are coming.
Yes. Keep your insurance on speed dial. No, I'm joking. With that said, thank you, everybody. We'll be back next Wednesday talking about the Dallas game. And all the hot.
We'll have our long-term special guest being on with us next week.
Oh, yeah. An old friend might pop up. And we miss that person very much because that person brings the wood, okay? Brings the wood. We got some people that we want to have this person face against.
They wouldn't survive.
Put them in their place. I hope that shield can protect you is basically what I'm going to say. Anyways, boom. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for watching the show. We'll see you next week. Go Raiders on this Saturday, even though it's not about the wins and losses, but we just want to see progress. We want to see some Raider football is being taught and taken to the first game of the season. Thank you very much. And like always, last words by Raider Milt, a.k.a. Coach Wallace, my football coach from high school. Rest in peace. We keep the spirit alive because he is, his spirit is die-hard Raider till we die. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care.
All you other NFL teams, your tailgates are weak. Your teams are weak. We might be down right now, but it doesn't take away the history. And all you Raiders out there need to know your fucking history of who the fuck you playing for and where the fuck you're playing. Damn it. Oh, and by the way, I won my last cage fight Again, I'm still undefeated. And you NFL motherfuckers out there that you think you want some, come on and get some anytime.